A pleasant good evening and a warm, hopefully it is warm wherever you are. It's cold outside. It's time for some hot basketball action as we get ready for the 2025 portion of the girls basketball season. Hello everybody, along with Dardanos, and I'm Paul Yeager at Southeast Polk Gym tonight. Southeast Polk High School, the Rams are entertaining the Dowling Catholic Maroons in the CIML matchup. It is not the first game for the Rams of the New Year, Dar, but it is for the Maroons. The Maroons would like to just kind of pick up where they left off in the regular season there before Christmas. They played in that tournament, call it a tournament, with Johnston. They played the Minnesota team Hopkins, and for number two, they really have their eyes set one night at a time, and this is where it starts.
And for them, we know Johnston, we know how good they are. For them, Dowling, they just have to keep getting better and be prepared that if the door opens and they can take it away, that they do, you know. But you got to get there first. And for Southeast Polk, they've been rebuilding, and they've been, you know, a new coach here a few years ago, and I think he's done a good job of building up the program, but it takes a while in this conference to build up a program.
Brad Johnson, no stranger to the Southeast Polk School District. He's been in this district for years. He's just been in other places coaching. He took Des Moines Christian to state a couple of times. Now he's in his second year here at this program. He has to, as you say, Dar, he replaces Tracy Daly, who had a great run. There's been a lot of great teams over the years here. They know good basketball at Southeast Polk.
Yeah, they do, and you know, it'll come along, but it's just, like I say, you know, you could, like Dowling, really good team here, but they're only number two because you have Johnston right now, but you also have other teams, so it's every night in, night out, you got to come ready to play here.
We'll take a quick break. We'll break down the matchup. We'll look at the two teams and their players and who we should be watching tonight as our players to watch. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Dowling and Southeast Polk coming up.
DeArmond Ford Indianola, your certified Ford Model E dealer. All month long, save big on our new 2024 Ford electric vehicles. Lease a new all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning for only $345 per month. Lease the all-electric Mach-E for only $299 per month. Plus, the new Ford Power Promise. Get a home charger with your purchase. Come see our electric vehicle specialist here at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984. Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals. So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Maroons come in 7-2, Dar Danielson, and it starts of any scouting report of the Maroons. It's Ava Zedeker. What does she do so well?
Everything. She does a lot of stuff well, and if she weren't playing in a school where there's another pretty famous alum that played here, she would be setting the marks out there. But she just, I haven't seen a game where she hasn't done everything well, whether it's shooting, rebounding, passing the ball, playing defense, you know. So she's one of those all-around players, and the big thing is to try to stop her offensively.
And she's a multi-year starter, as is for the Rams, Alyssa Bartlett. She's 4 years in. She's the point guard. She runs. She's got energy. She is going to be key for the Southeast Polk Rams. When we come back, the tip-off, as well as the starting lineups and the national anthem. You're watching high school basketball on CISM.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Wearing number 15, 5'9" senior, Layla Trenton. And rounding out the starting senior wearing number 1, Margaret Johnson. Also a senior wearing number 2, 5'4", wearing number 10, a 5'6" senior, Alyssa Bartlett. Sporting number 15, she's a 5'6" sophomore, Hallie Clark. And rounding out the starting 5, number 42, a 6'1" sophomore, Hallie Vanderwerf, your Southeast Coast Rams. We now ask you to please stand, face the flag, remove your headgear for our national anthem.
For the Maroons, it's Olsen, Muller, Zedeker, Tritton, and Muller. For the Rams, Johnson, Hintz, Bartlett, Clark, and Vanderwert. Tonight, for the Rams, Dar, what are they going to have to do to win this one tonight?
Well, I know you talked to the coach, and he said keep the pace up and control Zedeker, contain Zedeker, and keep Muller out of the lane.
With that, right?
Yeah, so that's the trouble. You have not only Ava Zedeker, but as all good teams, you have to have those other players in there too, and that's the big issue. They want to, for Dowling, they want to push the ball, keep the pace up, because I think if they play at a faster pace, that is a little more than what Southeast Polk wants to do.
That's one thing Hopkins did to Dowling there right before Christmas is they did kind of speed up with some pressure. It was a fast team. It's a good opponent for Coach Meyer's squad to see, and because any given night anybody can win in the CIML, and we're ready for action now as Ellie Muller is in that center circle with Hallie Vanderwert, and the winning tip goes to the Maroons, and it'll start with Ava Zedeker, and the Maroons from Dowling Catholic are in their all maroon uniforms tonight. Cursive script on the front, written Maroons with white and gray trim, and the stripe runs down the left and right side. It's early on, Zedeker, top of the key, kind of running that weave. They get it up to Muller, who drives on the left hand, pulls off to the left side. 9 on the shot clock, 15-footers, no good. Tipped around, taken by Vanderwert up ahead. Hins, she's got a breakaway, and she cannot convert. Rebound comes to Olsen, and Hintz is fighting for it, still on her feet, gets it back.
Yeah, stayed back on the
Rams.
pressure there. But that's one thing they can't afford to do is miss those breakaways. They got to put them in the basket.
Clark pulls up her dribble, left elbow. Rams looking for their first point and their second shot of the night. Inside they go Vanderwert. Drop step around Muller, gets it up off the glass, too strong. Rebound, Maroons. Inside, quick touch pass, beautiful, just the way they draw it up for Ellie Muller, her first 2.
And you saw her on defense. She didn't block the shot, but she influenced it. They had to rush the shot on the block because of her 6'2" size.
From the free throw line, it's no good, is the shot by Vanderwert. Rebound, Maroons, one and done. Coming up ahead, pulling up in transition, no good. Rebound comes out to Olsen, and the Maroons reset. Ball on the floor is tipped away. Rams have it, and it's a 2-on-0. Left-handed layup is good for Margaret Johnson.
Good recovery from her as Katie Muller, kind of tripped over her, but she came back and pushed it up the floor.
Zedeker goes one-on-one with Bartlett, pulls up from the right block, needs help, gets it from Triton. Triton there. Now it's back to Muller. Katie's pass inside to Olsen. Now back out. Shot clock single digits, now it's 6. Zedeker to the rescue at 5. Drives in, left baseline, runs it, good!
Well, that was a good defensive possession despite the fact they scored, but they got her down, made her drive with 5 seconds of play. It's hard to play defense that long.
Rams in transition, shot is blocked by Katie Muller, and the Rams have to get back on defense in a hurry. They do, missing the shot once, and recovering is Zedeker, and it's a timeout, Brad Johnson. Zedeker now with all four of the team's 6 points as they lead 6-0. It's not a huge run out.
No.
Why do you call timeout right there?
Well, I think he wants to remind them you got to get back on defense, and you can't take that for granted at all because they're going to be quick up the floor, especially with Zedeker. You got to get back on defense and not, lag back at all.
Rams played Thursday at Wells Fargo Arena against Indianola. That was a 66-30 win, but before Christmas they dropped back-to-back Saturday to Waukee Northwest, and then they played Norwalk. They had the first game of the day over at the Johnston Winter Tournament. 6 games that day. Inside the pass for the Rams. Nice runner, short by Bartlett. Good rebound, Rams. Vanderwert's shot is strong. Zedeker rips it away for the Dowling Catholic Maroons.
That was a good look by Vanderwert. Just didn't get it to fall.
Muller fakes right, goes left, scores. Ellie Muller now with 4.
Classic power move, use that 6'2 frame.
Kind of a runner scoop shot by Bartlett's no good. Vanderwert pins her defender and scores.
She shows a little athletic ability there to be able to shoot that over her back.
Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Dowling Catholic. Into the ball game for the Rams is Brooklyn Ruddy. Out is Margaret Johnson.
Freshman Ruddy, averaging about 6 points a game, so a good player off the bench for him.
Coach calls her the 6th starter. Iowa State has one of those too. Teams having that 6th man.
Well, you go 6-7 deep, that's good.
Driving in is Muller on the left side. Too strong, ripped away by Hallie Clark. And then the Maroons fight through it, and Ellie Olsen absolutely ties up Bartlett with nowhere to go. Alternating possession arrow.
Southeast Polk
will go to the Rams. 4:10 to play first quarter.
Yeah,
Dowling Catholic 8, Southeast Polk 4.
Yeah, Dowling won the tip, so they get the alter possession. Not a must score every time, but you got to keep it close here, and they've been getting some fairly good looks at the bucket.
Vanderwert in on Muller. Backs down. Muller just blocks it and pushes her down with the force of that block. Up ahead, Zedeker, baseline, gets past her defender and scores.
Yeah. See, right there, you have to be thinking ahead. You can't stop and be caught flat-footed because Zedeker will be by you.
Lead up to 6. Zedeker steals it away. Now she's got one-on-one. Left side, pulls up in transition, misses. Tipped away, back to the Rams and Bartlett. You don't have to score every possession, Dar. That sits with me a lot. How many times Vanderwert's shot is blocked? How many times have we heard coaches say we just can't give up runs?
Yeah.
That's more important necessarily than big deficits, is we just can't give up 12-0, 14-0 runs.
And Southeast Polk might want to get somebody over when she's backing in against Muller, kick it back out, go in and out a little bit. They haven't done much of that.
Harnden in, Olsen out. Hinz's shot is wide of the mark. Bartlett. Now Bartlett chases it down. Has to reset. That thing missed the iron. They got to go. 3 seconds. 2. Hinz floater. No go. It's going to be a shot clock violation if it wasn't a rebound to the Maroons. In the corner. Muller. No good. Tipped around. Zedeker is fouled on the putback.
As I say, I'm glad the officials let that go. I've seen them where it goes to 0 and they blow it dead. It's kind of like soccer. Play on because they got the rebound and go. You don't have to stop it.
And it was uncontested.
Yeah, and it was uncontested.
Our officials tonight, Will Dotson, Louis Jasnich, and Michael Johnson. Free throw is made by Zedeker. She now has 7 points. For the season, she's a 78% free throw shooter. Headed to Creighton, the senior just does everything that a coach could want. You kind of alluded to it, Dar, in the open, talking about another great player. They didn't overlap, just kind of extended. And they both were fun to watch play high school basketball.
Yeah, and she's hoping to end up her senior season here at the state tournament.
Something Caitlin was not able to do.
Yeah, she was not able to do. I remember doing that. I think they lost the semifinals in Iowa City.
Regional final to Sioux City East.
No, but I mean her junior year, they lost
year.
to, I think it was Iowa City in the semifinal, and we said, oh, well, they'll be back next year. They weren't, so.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 years ago they knocked out in the regional final on a 19-4 campaign.
And she's been quiet since then. You don't hear much of her.
No, I wonder what happened to her. Kicked into the corner for Harnden, and now Zedeker has to go. Approaching 2 minutes on this first quarter clock. She backs down Bartlett. She is stuck, somehow spins it around and muscles it through. Zedeker, 10 of her team's 14 points in this first quarter.
I haven't done a whole lot of games yet this year. Well, I did. This is the first one this year, but last few I've done, I haven't seen the shot clock run down this month, but they're both playing pretty good man-to-man defense. But Dowling's able to find the shots and drop the shots a little bit better here and early going.
Inbound play, top of the key three, long by, that was Tui, and the shot, Zedeker gets behind the defense and lays it in. I think I'm going to run out of room for Zedeker at the pace she's on now.
Yeah, she's got 12 of their 16 already.
Averages 15 on the season, so she's, I'd say, off to a good start. Ready, pulls up her dribble, top of the key. Now Bartlett drives in, and she is fouled. Pick one of the Maroons. It's either going to be on Triton or Zedeker.
And that's just the second foul here of the ball game. I think we were talking the other night, the change in the foul situation has had a bigger impact than the shot clock has on
Say that again. Basketball. What's had a bigger effect?
The going 5 fouls a quarter.
Oh, yes.
And resetting.
Yes. Vanderwood's turnaround shot's no good. Up ahead, Muller catches it in stride and lays it in. 6 for Ellie. In the left side now. Off of the Rams, it'll go out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Maroons. 54.7 to play here first quarter.
Frustration, that was an open shot. She didn't really rush it, but it's one of those things when you're not seeing it fall, you got to get a couple in a row and get something working.
Zedeker, guarded by Ruddy. Doing a lot of dribbling, pulls up 15-footer, shot is good.
I haven't kept the percentage, but that's got to be pretty good for her so far, isn't it?
Yeah. I think if she has missed, it's been one shot. Nice backdoor cut. And too strong by Bartlett. Rebound Bartlett. Curls it in, Bartlett.
That's one of their better offensive possessions. They got a second shot. They got under the basket, got it out, got the rebound.
It is extremely hard to rebound against this Maroon team. Inside, Muller off the block. Final 3 seconds, 2, 1. Rams have got to heave it at the buzzer. Good if it goes, won't. We've played one quarter. Dowling 20, Southeast Polk 6 on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
The Chevy Red Tag event is going on now here at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa. New Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 1.9% for 60 months, plus up to $87.50 off MSRP. New Chevy and GMC HDs with 5.9% for 84 months. Get a new 2025 Trailblazer starting at $339 per month. And new Chevy and GMC electric vehicles with special rates. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
8 minutes in, and it's all Dowling, 20-6 over the host Southeast Polk Rams on this Monday night game. Busy week here on CISN. I have a game tomorrow night. I think you have a game tomorrow night or later this week.
No, this is my only game this week, I think. Games.
There's a lot of action. We got a doubleheader here tonight. Boys coming up after this girls contest. And so far, Dar, you look at the scouting report, you talk about the keys. You kind of lost Ava Zedeker there for a little while.
Yeah. But her teammates have it. That's the thing. They've been finding her, and then she's been doing a few on her own too. And that time, nice pass to the official, but
Will Dotson makes the catch right there in front of Brad Johnson, and they both shaking their heads.
Yeah, and he's kind of trying to okay, that's.
There's a look at Will. Good state official. Seen him down at the state tournament. I assume we'll see him again this year, which we're now under 2 months before the state tournament begins.
Oh, geez, isn't it? Yeah, I know. You get that break for the holidays, then you come back, it goes pretty fast.
Nice post move there by Muller. Now it's a cut and score by Ellie Olson for her first two of the game. The senior makes it 22-6.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do is get some passing and get other players involved for Dowling here.
One and done go the Rams. Muller runs the floor, tips it around into the corner. Three short by Harnden, and it's rebound up to the Rams. Hens playing back and forth. Shot no good by Gaffney. Just got her too far under the basket.
Reminded me of the old fast break drill, though, where you never let the ball touch the court.
Muller off the left side. Good for Ellie. She now has 8. And just like that, the Maroons are up 18. Left side dribbles Clark. She's in trouble. Shot is gone, and it's up ahead. Maroons in transition, and laying it up is Katie Muller, the sophomore. And yes, the sister of Ellie.
I don't know how many times I said in volleyball, Muller to Muller, and they're a lethal combination there, too.
And there, on that play, Ellie was boxing out with their left arm. And the last time I had a chance to talk to Coach Clark, it was a couple of days after the state volleyball finals, and she's like, we just haven't had Ellie. We haven't had Mullers yet at practice, and hoping to get him in soon. And I think she's caught on fast. I think it's going okay for her.
Well, and coaches will tell you it's good that they have that other sport, too, because you get burned out just focusing on one thing all the time.
Vanderweer drop step left shot, no good. Rebound Muller. Quickly up ahead Zedeker. 2-on-1 drill. Ava from the left side, right hand is good. Ava had 23 against Hopkins there before Christmas. She now has 16. Shot is blocked hard by Muller. That was a volleyball block. Up ahead, left hand layup no good. Zedeker gets the board and the bucket. Now 18 and a timeout on the floor. At the 5:08 mark, it's Dowling running away quickly with this one from Pleasant Hill.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you have an old inefficient wood fireplace, we need to talk. Heat and Glow has some great retrofit inserts to convert that old drafty wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace. A Heat and Glow gas insert will give you high efficiency, it will give you ease of operations, and it will give you enough warmth to take the edge off a cold winter's night. For the best in gas inserts, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
Maroons opening up a big lead here as we look at the Southeast Polk huddle. Dar Danielson and Brad Johnson trying to get some positives. Now you have to kind of start looking at possession by possession, kind of stop the bleeding.
And it's hard, but you got to tell them they've had some good looks. They just haven't hit those shots. And as a coach, you got to say, keep shooting those, you know. And it's easy to say, and then get back on defense. But they've done a little bit in and out, and they've had some open looks at three. They haven't hit a three yet. It's just, you can't get your head down. You're playing a good team, but you got to just keep going.
Hins takes a dribble and gets it somehow across to Clark.
Well, Johnson was screening, and I thought she was throwing it to her, but it went behind her back.
Hins' three is off the mark. No good.
See, right there, that wasn't a bad look, but then we get the foul.
Olsen the board, and she is fouled.
On Johnson, I believe, wasn't it?
Only the first team foul of this second quarter. Tied up underneath the basket, goes off of the Rams. It'll stay with Dowling Catholic there on that far right side.
I intended, but I didn't during some of the time off with Hollies, to go back and look at the number of free throws shot before the change, to the 5 and wipe it off. But I want to do that sometime just to see, because it seems like to me there are fewer.
Well, I could get on a soapbox, and maybe I will here in a minute. Three-pointer is off from Layla Tritton there, and she has the game's first three. And now the Maroons have 33 points. Pull-up dribble, now Ruddy. She's falling down, gets rid of it. Hintz, runner, won't go. That is an absolute mismatch there between Muller and Hintz. That is a good 1.5 distance, easily won by Ellie.
But a nice little floater again, down and out. That happens when you're trailing.
Inside to Ellie Muller. She's double teamed in a hurry. Looks like she might have shuffled her feet, and it rolls away from the Maroons, and that is going to be an over, and it's tipped away. But the shot clock now under 10. Zedeker with the basketball. Takes it herself, now kicks to the corner. Muller three, no good. Olsen goes up to get the board, and it's a fresh 35. Muller's three from the left wing, no good. That time, it's Bartlett with the board. Back up Hintz, now inside Vanderwerf. She is fouled on the interior pass. All right, so the free throws. I want to address this. So the Maroons, as a team, average 72% shooting from the free throw line. The Rams, 58%. If you look, Dar, to me, free throw shooting has gone down in both emphasis and success over the years. And it's not just a new thing because of the fouls. And I don't know why. Is that one of those parts of the game they just don't work on as much? Nice drive by Hintz.
Well, and we've seen the explosion of the three-pointer becoming big, the start of the NBA, college, and here. And I don't know if that's part of it, but
I'm sure the field goal percentage, as Hintz will pull up and shoot the three and hit the front of the iron. Rebound Bartlett, good. Used to be, in 6-player action, the field goal percentage was through the roof, just like the free throw percentage.
Well, but you could pick the player to shoot on there, so that was, but.
The game changes. The game is different. Oh, that was not Zedeker, that was Muller.
Yeah.
Nice floater in the lane, good by Hallie Clark, her first two, the sophomore. who picked up starting late second half of last season, now has started all this season. Her mother, actually a Dowling Catholic Hall of Famer. Had a chance to talk to her briefly before the game. Zedeker's runner no good. Muller fighting her own teammates, and then there's going to be a foul.
Will that be on Bartlett?
Margaret Johnson was.
Oh, Johnson. Okay.
I didn't even see Johnson in there. Yeah, it was on Bartlett. Johnson wasn't even in.
Yeah, I think he said 1, but he said 10.
Yeah. Muller, give and go, good. Vanderwert's had a hard time getting around Muller. She kind of backs into that one and scores 2. Zedeker, top of the key 3, no good. Tipped, loose, saved by the Rams. Up ahead, Vanderwert gets behind Zedeker, waits for some help, waits just for a pump fake, shoots it, misses it. Zedeker the rebound, under a minute before half. 3 on the way for the Maroons is good by Katie Muller.
Is that her first 3 of the night?
Yeah. That's only the second 3 of the game.
Well, there's a foul.
Either team.
I mean, Dowling's been getting it inside, so and driving it.
Harnden call for the foul for the Maroons. Her first.
Polk had 6 in the first quarter. They've got 8 right now with this one, but they're going to have to turn it up a little bit. And Dowling's right at where 20 in the first quarter. They're at 40 right now with this quarter about over, so they're right on pace. They average about 60 a game.
Three. Hins, good. No. Rebound for the Maroons, 20 seconds to go. Let's see what Zedeker can do in transition. Goes one-on-one, 10 seconds. Zedeker 3, short. Rebound Rams, desperation he falls way short, and it is a 40-14 halftime advantage for the Maroons. So a 20-8 second quarter, but it is still a major mountain to climb for the Rams as they go into the locker room. Down 40-14. We'll come back. We'll preview the boys' contest, recap some of this first half. You're watching high school basketball here on CISM.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Maroons lead at the break 40-14. They've done it behind 18 points with Ava Zedeker. Ellie Muller with 12. Layla Triton with 3. 5 for Katie Muller, 2 for Ellie Olson. That's a total of 40. The Rams scored 6 in the first quarter, 8 in the second. Hintz with 2. Bartlett 4. Clark 2. And Vanderwert 4. Dar Danielson, what do you see here in that first half, or what stands out to you for scoring?
Well, that's a pretty easy one. What do we talk? Ava Zedeker, AZ.
AZ makes it easy.
Yeah, and you know, talk about getting started in the new years. They've just come out here and they've just played. Sometimes teams tend to play down a little bit. You know, if you see a team, oh, you're a little higher rated than that, but none of that tonight. They just come right out, and it's been workmanlike. Zedeker's gone at it. Muller is tough inside, and then, you know, the other ones are helping out. Katie Muller with 5, and Layla Triton is there, Ellie Olson. So it's just, you know, the goal was to stop Zedeker at the start, but they're unable to do that.
I don't have a shot chart, but if I had to guess, Dar, 3/4 of the Maroons' buckets have come within 6 feet.
Yeah, they've all been around the lane in that because they've had a lot of drives or they get it into the post. And they only hit a 3 late in the second quarter, and they've only taken a few threes. And Southeast Polk has taken more. It took them a while before they got back-to-back baskets, Southeast Polk, and that's just one of the things, again, it's hard when you're looking at a big deficit to come out and, you know, and play your offense and do that, but you got to keep doing that and keep trying to work at it and get better.
In the boys' game, we're going to see a lot of shooting.
Yeah.
A lot of shooting.
Shooting.
Both these teams like to play almost that 5-out type approach.
Yeah, and run with a lot of guards and move it around and shoot it. So it's going to be probably who gets on that run and gets the stops like we talked about. Basketball, a game of runs. Can you keep the runs to a minimum, and can you make a run back if you get down?
And so many times, you mentioned it right there before we went to break, before half. Shooter keeps shooting it, and that's what teams. You might be at 12%, and the coach is going to say keep shooting.
Well, and I know Southeast Polk lost Bodie Miller, and he was their gunslinger. He was the guy that I've seen him miss 5 in a row, and he came back and shot, and then he'd get him back into it in the fourth quarter. He's playing at Waukee Northwest now, but yeah, that's just you know, I just kept shooting because I rarely got in the game and wanted to keep shooting. But
you couldn't hear the coach say stop shooting. You kept saying so loud in this gym.
I could hear him, but it didn't matter because it's like, you know, I'm in here, I'm going to shoot the ball. But
no. And so for the Maroons, Charlie Crane, he's, you know, we talk about Ellie Muller for the girls' game. Charlie Crane is the big guy for the Maroons inside. He's a great shot blocker. He's a guy that if you're an opponent, you're trying to get him away from the basket. But if you're the Rams, I mean, you got a couple of these guys who are quick, who are fast. It is so much about tempo. Or shooting, to me, in just a layman's observation, is about rhythm, flow, momentum.
Yeah, and you got, you mentioned Crane, he's averaging 12.5. You got Martins at 12, and then you have 3 other guys that are pushing right at the double-digit level, and that's a good shooter does need to have the pressure off him sometimes. You pass out, you pass in. Another guy starts hitting it, and so then if you're sagging 2 defenders on the big shooter, they might think, oh, we can't do that as much. And, yeah, so it's you know, you rarely see the one player who can score 40, and then sometimes the coaches say, okay, we'll give him his 40, and everybody else on the team scores 60, and we beat them.
All right, we're at halftime. Thanks for Dar's analysis. Dowling Catholic back on the floor. Here come the Rams in their white jerseys. We'll break it down. 40-14 is your halftime score. Second half when we return. This is the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Save big this month on all new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams at DeYarmond CDJR Ames. New Jeep Wagoneers with up to $13,000 off MSRP. Or get up to $16,000 off MSRP if you currently own a Ford. Brand new 2024 Ram 2500 Crew Cab 4x4 starting at only $42,990. And over 20% off on new Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4s. That's right, over 20% off. Save big here at the all-new DeYarmond CDJR Ames.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today. 10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Half number 2 ready to go here from Pleasant Hill. Paul Yeager, Dar Danielson with you on this Monday night. We've got basketball tomorrow night. We've got some wrestling. I think we have some other things going on this week. Basketball at the end of the week. Lots of games. Lots of our regulars back into the mix here.
So check out the social media. Randy does a good job of pushing that schedule out, although I think he got the wrong graphic on one. It said football, high school football. Oh. And so...
Well, there's been some good football games between these two teams.
Oh, yeah.
Over the years, and we thought we were maybe lined up for one of those in the Unidome. Another one, another classic this year. And all right, so the Maroons force the turnover, and they'll get the ball and go right to left in their all maroon uniforms. The Rams in their white.
So I'll go out on a limb and say Southeast Polk needs to up their scoring here in the second half.
Well, and I think part of it too is the defense. I mean, and you have to think about second shots. That was one. I think I'm gonna guess it's somewhere. It's no more than 3 offensive rebounds for the Rams in that first half.
Yeah.
Tough to win when you can't get a second look.
And then you're in a spot here, even if you go on a 6-8 point run, then you still have a ways to go.
Into the corner go the Maroons. 3-point shot is launched by Katie Muller and an offensive rebound for the Maroons. They go back to Olsen in the corner, who's joined with Muller, Zedeker, Triton, and Muller on the floor for the Maroons, and that shot is good. Picking up where she left off is Ellie, now with 14. Triton is just, a key part of this offense that just goes unnoticed sometimes, but does so much. It's a lot of Ava Zedeker, Ellie Muller, but Tritton does a lot. Olsen, see, look, there we go. Right on cue, they go right. Tritton's got to hit that shot to make me look good. And that is going to be a foul on the Maroons.
Yeah, that's the good teams. You find those players that do everything. They don't always get the high scorers in the scorebook, but they do the little things to help the others get there.
Coach says, I need her to, she's great at solid D, just need a little more aggressive, and she got aggressive to draw that foul. Nice cut. Hins in the lane, no good. Again, if you don't block it, Muller's at least there to influence the shot.
Yeah, influence it one way or the other.
Zedeker kicks it back out, and great ball movement. Top of the key, 3 short by Muller. Rebound long comes out to Hins. She waits for some traffic. Nice cut. Vanderwert in on the left block. Shot no good, and it's going to be a foul charged to Ellie Muller.
And one of the rare times they've taken it at Muller and drawn the foul.
So Hallie Vanderwert, a sophomore, junior combination there. As Muller is the junior, Vanderwert the sophomore, so they are familiar with each other, as it's now the 5th point of the game for Hallie, the sophomore. Coach said in the preseason we needed her to we need Hallie to have some adjustments and some growth this year. That sophomore part, it's so tough, Dar, with the sophomore. Up late ahead and good for Layla.
Well, we see tonight she's taken the ball in there and hasn't been afraid to take it at the taller player, with mixed results so far, but everybody has that.
Bartlett does that and gets blocked. Zedeker pumps, fakes, clears, shoots, scores. Her first 2 of the half come at the 5:38 mark of the third quarter. 46 for the Maroons of Dowling Catholic, 15 for the Southeast Polk Rams. It's going to be 2 more for the Rams on the steal out ahead, Ava Zedeker. The hits keep coming for the Rams as they just try to have good possessions. Bartlett drives, muscles through, and scores.
Nice step through on that. And she found the glass there. They've been getting in there, and they just throw it up and haven't been able to get the ball to go.
Shot is... Oh, that's going to be a foul.
Oh, I thought she had all ball.
I did too.
Here.
That is Margaret Johnson getting whistled for the foul. Johnson, Hins, Bartlett, Clark, and Vanderwert on the floor for Coach Brad Johnson in his 2nd season here for Southeast Polk. A couple of new faces come in for both of these teams. Ruddy and Tui in for the Rams. Harnden, the senior, in for Coach Meyer. Harden going to go play at Loris next year in Dubuque. Be a doo-hawk. We always ask, what's a doo-hawk?
Is that similar to a quahawk?
Always a good question in the old American Rivers Conference. Up ahead, Ava Zedeker. Outlet, fakes, pumps, and again, another bucket within 6 feet.
And then you get up into our neck of the woods and you have a go-hawk.
There you've got, or a jayhawk.
Or a jayhawk, yeah.
Vanderwert, nice post move. Muller influences that one out of bounds. Tritton in, Olsen out. Dowling will be hosting Urbandale on Friday. Then they'll play Bishop Heelan on Saturday at the Ballard tournament. Into Vanderwert, tries to get around Muller, and that shot's blocked. Muller clears it out, runs the floor well. 3-on-2, kicks it to her sister. 3-ball, no good. Muller fights with the left and gets the ball with her right. She pinned Bartlett down against her hip, but Bartlett's the one whistled for the foul.
And that's been the only downside of Dowling's offensive game. They haven't hit a lot from outside. They haven't taken a lot of shots. But, they've had some open looks they've missed there, but if the inside's working, they shoot about 33% from three-point range.
Hins pokes it away from Zedeker. She's still fighting. Zedeker to inbound, gets it to Muller. Now to Katie, back to Ava. Under 4 to play, third quarter. Zedeker around of the screen. Back to Ava. Muller drives, pulls up in the lane with the right hand, too strong. Can't quite finish at the rim. 3 on the way, long for Tritton, and it's a rebound for the Rams. Bartlett kicks, a little strong for Ruddy, who collects. Ruddy's floater in the lane, too strong. Muller grabs it, rips it away.
Swinging a little elbow there, but
Muller on the post play, gets doubled up. Hins benefits from the steal, leaves it for a trailing. Now it's underneath Ruddy. Goes out of bounds off the Maroons. It'll stay with Southeast Polk.
They didn't gain much size-wise there in passing around. From Hins to Ruddy, they're both about the same size.
But again, part of that, what you talked about in the first half, the old fast break drill, pass back and forth. I do appreciate a good pass. Bartlett was not a good pass into her because of the defense. Zedeker is tied up, and it's a timeout for the Maroons.
Yeah, Bartlett took her down, and then everybody else came in, and they called the timeout. But
you know, everybody talked about Caitlin Clark's outside shooting game, but to me, it was always the passing that was the most enjoyable for me to watch.
Well, and I'm like a lot of people when she first came in and she made those passes, and then she'd kind of give that frown when it went through the hands. But as it went on, you realize she was just that much better. And not when her first years at Iowa, too, that was a little bit of a problem. You're making passes you don't expect at the speed you don't expect.
First year in the league.
Yeah.
In the WNBA.
Yeah, same way, yeah.
Same way.
Same way.
It was still a struggle for her teams.
Because it's just, no matter whether she's dribbling or standing, and that's the one thing, the similar with Zedeker. You see her, she's always got that concentrated look where she's looking over the floor and thinking where the ball's going to go and what she's going to do next.
Ava inbounds it to Ellie Olsen out of the timeout. 20 on the shot clock. Maroons 51, Rams 17. 3-on-1 on Zedeker. And it's finally ripped away by the Rams' Hins, and then another jump ball. And alternating possession error will take it. No, that's going to be a foul. Zedeker called for the foul.
Her first.
And an offensive foul, that's going to be a moving screen.
Yeah. Bartlett was trying to push the defender out of the way and kept her hands back like they wouldn't see it, but
maybe in the old two-person officiating game, maybe. Not in the three-person crew. Will Dotson right on top of that one.
Berkeley Whelan, the freshman, in for Southeast Polk.
One thing Coach Johnson said is, you know, I've got a lot of a lot of freshmen that are going to be contending for minutes here this season. He's got his junior seniors. But sometimes freshmen can really jolt up a program with their energy and enthusiasm. Nice pass inside to Tritton, and it's rebounded by the Rams. Bartlett pulls up 6-footer off the every part of the iron for 2. Three on the way, good. Katie Muller now has 8. 6 of her 8 points from 3. Hins, spins, kicks. 3 from Ruddy. Front of the iron, no good. Muller tipped it off. No, that's Klein, Kaylee Klein.
Madison Rice in and Ellie Muller back in.
There's a look at from our down low camera tonight. Always kind of fun to have a couple of extra cameras
Yeah.
in the mix on our night here. Great work by our crew. Hins' three is off the mark. That's going to be chased down, falling out of bounds, and getting it into Olsen. Now back 2 on none for Muller. And Katie with another bucket. Just a pedestrian 2. Bartlett, right elbow, drives in. Stuck, waits for a cut, waits for clearance, shoots the lefty and scores. Now double figures for Bartlett with 10.
She's picked it up a little bit, but they've taken, obviously, some of the size out of the Dowling lineup. But
inside, Muller uses her right hand a lot from that left side of the basket, Dar. Hins up ahead, and the runner is good by Weiland.
A little mini run here for Southeast Polk.
32-point advantage for the Rams. They're going to try to, ooh.
Talk about your block at the net by Tritton. They had the run out pass there.
Did you say that a lot too?
Yeah.
Blocking is an art. At the horn, that shot will fall short. The Rams, keep climbing. They score 9. They've improved every quarter. What happens in the fourth when we come back from Southeast Polk High School?
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Southeast Polk breaks the huddle. They're down 56-23 as we begin quarter number 4. The Rams on their home court, easy for me to say, home court tonight. They'll be on the road tomorrow at Valley, and then on Friday host Johnston, and then Waukee, then Northwest. So not an easy few games up ahead here for the Rams to start 2025. And that possession to start quarter number 4, Dar Danielson, didn't go their way either.
No, but they held Dowling to 16 points in the third quarter. Zedeker trips there. And they scored 9, which is the most they've scored and the fewest Dowling has scored in a quarter yet. But Zedeker's back in there.
Improvements. Build on the blocks. You just have to keep trying to get better as your team progresses in the season. Zedeker to Muller. Said that a lot. Touch pass, good. And we'll see how long Coach Meyer sticks with her starters. Ellie Olsen gets the steal. Up ahead. Olsen couldn't quite save it. Stepped on the line, and where the O is of Polk on the floor on our left side. It wasn't that Dowling was pressing. They just were packed there on defense. 58-23. 35-point advantage. So we should have the continuous clock here in the fourth quarter. Driving in is Clark. Can't get the shot, but she does get the rebound. 3 from Ruddy. Good! The freshman hits a tray.
That's their first 3 of the night, I think, isn't it?
I think, yes. Mm-hmm. Muller, right block, turnaround, good. Ellie Muller now with 18, 1 above her average of the season at 17. Muller, a lot of options athletically. Great volleyball player, great basketball player. Nice muscle through there by Ruddy. Rams moving it around, trying to get anything. That one is a tough shot. Ruddy is fouled by Layla Tritton. We talked about in the open Dar as Ruddy misses the first free throw. Some of the great programs over the years here, coaches for the girls' side and boys. But Brad Johnson was an assistant under Todd Borison. Did you know that? When Borison came over here? Borison, had won state championships over at Preston in the last days of 6-on-6. And up ahead and good is Olson. And Borison then had come over to Southeast Polk to coach for a few seasons, and Brad was on his staff. 3 is right into the arms of Muller.
Of course, Tracy Daly's been playing the mom role with her son transferred to UNI and her daughter playing over at Drake.
And Tracy had a great operation here and a lot of fun, intense games over the years with Dowling and Southeast Polk in girls basketball as Muller makes it look easy there. There was a state championship game, I think, about 10, 11 years ago between these two. That was when Bob and Sharon Hansen still coaching the Maroons. Nice backdoor cut for Weiland, and now it's back out for the Rams. Ruddy. Zutenhorst was there for a half a second on the cut. Ruddy drives, floater, no good. Muller gets the board.
Well, and weren't they in the they won one, but then they lost one to Valley. They were in the championship game for 2 or 3 years in a row there, weren't they, Southeast Polk?
Yeah, they've been, there's been a couple of those years. You mentioned Tracy Daly. I mean, her daughter was a key part of those, and a couple of legacy names for the Rams over the years. And now we have some more changes for the final 4 minutes here, as it's a 40-point advantage, and that'll be it for the starters for Dowling Catholic.
Looks like Allie Bogwill in there. Presley Zutenhorst, I think you mentioned her already.
And that's Ruddy. Weiland, now Ruddy. There's Bogwill. Zutenhorst. 3 at the buzzer before the shot clock. Long rebound thing went
Looked
over
like
the
she almost
clock.
got it on the bounce back, but
Catch and shoot by Olivia Meredith is knocked out of bounds. So now Nellie Johnson and Sophia Anthony Bodie come in for the Rams. So some of these girls who just played in the game right before are back on the floor. Too strong of a pass there for Meredith, and it'll be a turnover and back to the Rams. Ella Wheatley, another freshman, comes in. Heading out is Ruddy, another freshman. Continuous clock as the advantage is over 35 points. 2.5 to play. Boys game to follow. Up the top, Bogwill, and that's poked away. Oh, kicked ball. Anthony Bodie knocks it away. Boy, that Rams game tomorrow night against Valley, that's one that that could be a pretty even matchup with those two. Valley at state last year, but that Johnston, Waukee, and Northwest, and then they'll have Ankeny Pella, and they do have to play Dowling Catholic in about a month over off Buffalo Road. So we have the Rams turning it over here on a shot clock violation.
I had Valley before the break. Was it? I'm trying to think. Was it Northwest? Or no, Centennial, I think it was. And it was tight, and they trailed until the third quarter. Then just boom, things kicked on, and they went and just before you know it, they're up 20, and that's the way they tend to play sometimes.
And that's who?
Valley.
The Valley Boys?
Yeah.
Well, Coach Fontana at Centennial will have him tomorrow night, and he'll face Ankeny in a crosstown matchup, and it's just been a tough go for the Centennial boys. And Valley, you know, two-time defending champs, looking to make it 3 this year.
1 minute remaining.
When Zay Robinson was back out, he was looking pretty good on the basketball floor.
Nice drive and score for the Maroons right there on the right side, and get a chance to shoot a free throw. Sophia Anthony Bodie, the senior. And we're going to have even more substitutions in the final minute here.
Ivy Orilko, I believe.
Yep.
And
oh yeah, you do know that one.
Yeah, I believe that's Brian, who used to. He I don't know if he's still refereeing basketball. He was the head of the Racing Gaming. Now he's at Prairie Meadows.
Yes.
I didn't see him here tonight. I should have looked.
Final minute. Nice left hand there by Kaylin Litwiller.
Let's see, who else? Yeah, Litwiller.
Now it's the Maroons holding it up.
Avery, is it Otti or Ott?
Harnden. Harnden dribbles in now to the left side. It's a Klein, drives the baseline. Runner won't go. Tipped out of bounds by Meredith. It'll go back to the Rams for the final 10 seconds.
Funny thing is, you see these players off the bench sometimes, and they come out, and then, like you say, a couple years they've got a growth spurt, or they played more and got more experience, and they just into the lineup, and that'll do it.
That'll do it. 69 for the Maroons, 28 for the Rams. It was a impressive performance all around by the number 2 ranked team in Class 5A, as the Rams tonight just struggled to get more than double figures in any quarter. They do come up short tonight. Hins with 2, 10 for Bartlett, 2 for Weiland, Clark, and Litweiler, and 5 for Vanderwert, for a total of 28 points. For the Maroons, they're led 26 by all-everything Ava Zedeker, 20 for Ellie Muller, 2 for Anthony Bodie there at the end. Katie Muller with 10, 4 for Ellie Olson. That is our final DAR, 69-28. Final thoughts?
Yeah, just a solid performance by Valley offensively and defensively. Southeast Polk, it's hard to get behind your the shots aren't falling. They did show some things where they moved around a little more, but it's just a little bit of a tough mismatch tonight for them.
We'll take a couple of minute break. We'll be back. Dar will have the call of the boys' game between the Rams and the Maroons. So long for just a while. Dowling Catholic improves to 8-2 with a 69-28 win from Southeast Polk High School. So long for just a while.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Welcome back to Southeast Polk High School as we get ready for the second half of our doubleheader here tonight. Dowling, number 9 in the ratings out today by the Iowa High School Boys Association. At 6-2, they'll take on Southeast Polk at 3-5. These two teams, and Paul Yeager's here with me. We'll talk a little bit in just a minute about some of the people to watch, some of the keys to the game here tonight. But let's do this. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a few pregame comments after this on CISN.TV.
T. Yarman Ford Indianola, your certified Ford Model E dealer. All month long, save big on our new 2024 Ford electric vehicles. Lease a new all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning for only $345 per month. Lease the all-electric Mach-E for only $299 per month. Plus, the new Ford Power Promise. Get a home charger with your purchase. Come see our electric vehicle specialist here at D. Yarman Ford Indianola. DYarmanFord.com.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today. 10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Here at Southeast Polk, the Rams and the Maroons ready to go on the boys' half of the doubleheader. The Dowling girls got out early and cruised on to the win. the boys here, Paul. Let's take a look at that. What do you see as some of the keys?
Well, you look at the Maroons, and this is a 5-out team. This is a team that likes to shoot the ball. From 3-point, they're only a 30% shooters, but from the field, they're 45%, which means they're getting a lot of high percentage shots. They're getting good looks at the basket. For them, they really have to try to have these no contested looks. They really need to win the battle 50-50. Coaches talk about that all the time. They've got to find a way to just not let the other team get that second chance. We saw it in the first game. And then for Dowling, you're really all about executing, and you have to have spacing. We see it in soccer all the time, but it is extremely important in a good offense for basketball to be in the right place at the right time.
Now, I've seen some teams run that where they're guard heavy, but what do you do when you run up against a team like Valley that's got, the big boys inside who can swat away? Then you have to really be on outside, don't you?
Well, and that's what makes it hard. I mean,
kick.
You're penetrating and kick, and you got to hope that you have more than just one guy at Charlie Crane at 6'9" to defend. That's what makes Valley so good. But if you hit shot after shot after shot, Dar, it doesn't matter how good you are inside if the shots go in. I mean, if you're the Rams, they really have to figure out a way to contain that dribble drive and just not let that ball get inside. Because, again, it is about those percentage shots and the good, easy looks. How many garbage buckets do you see in any part of a basketball game? 10 points makes a huge difference if you can get 5 easy buckets.
And I remember Alan Jenkins, he's been here 7 years. I remember when he started, and he wanted to just build the program up, and he's done that some, but he's had some turnover here in the last couple of years of just graduating and players leaving and stuff, and that makes it a little tough. But if you can start younger and build it up, that's the key.
He's starting 2 seniors and 3 juniors tonight. He's got only 3 other guys that he uses on a regular basis. He really doesn't go much more than 8 deep. But if those 8 guys, I mean, you're going to see Bargiolo come off the bench, Haig and Hins, but it's really those guys. Your leading scorer, Bronzeway Norris is your 12-pointer, so is Rex Smith. But you already mentioned about the absence of a 15 to 20-point guy really changes the complexity of a team, and you were expecting him to be here for another season.
We are in the warm-ups here. We'll take our final break, come back for starting lineups after this.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa High School sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Here we are back at Southeast Polk, ready for the starting lineups. And she's introducing the officials.
And now let's meet the starters for tonight's visiting team for your Alan Jenkins, Southeast Program. Wearing number 2, he stands 5'11", is a junior, Emmanuel Titi. Wearing number 3, a 5'11" junior, Grady Brunswick Norris. He stands 6'4", is a junior and winners number 4, Henry Gaffney. Wearing number 13, 6'4" senior, Rex the Smith. And standing at 6'3", senior, number 23, Luke Bartlett. Your Southeast program.
So Southeast Polk, 6'3", 6'4", 6'4", to the 6'2", 6'2", 6'2". So there's a little size differential there between the two, but we talked about that. And Dowling runs those 4 guards, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works out.
Dowling wants to dribble drive. Southeast Polk needs to stop that. Let's see which wins here early on there, Dar.
Crane in there, jumping against Smith, and Dowling controls the tip. And we're underway in the boys' half of the doubleheader. Coppola gets it back. Looking down low for Crane. Martins outside. Baseline not there for Coppola. Paoli. Back to Coppola. Jenkins, and outside for 3 is off. No good, and TT let that go, and it was going to go out of bounds, and then in late the Dowling player, but it did get out.
Let's go back to the shot. Brunswick Norris really contended that one on the jump out there of Paoli. Really kind of not quite the shot you wanted.
Down the lane goes Brunswick Norris, and he gets fouled. Paoli is first, team's first here. And to the line. Brunswick Norris. Shooting 58% from the line. And the first one rolls out. He's averaging 11.6, just behind Rex Smith at 11.9. A few more free throws and they would have cracked 12, but they take the early lead, 1-0 over Dowling. See him rotate up top. Martins drives in.
Crane flashed late on that play on the pick and roll, and it was good, well defended by the other Rams there. Kind of tied things up.
Brunswick Norris takes it away. TT drives, jump stop. He gets double teamed in there. They get it back out. Smith down the lane, gets blocked from behind by Crane.
TT pokes it away up front and then has Crane kick it off his foot. So clearly on TT, when he drives and does that a little bit of out of control move, what they're going to try to do is double team him and not give him any of those outlets to find somebody, and then he's stuck.
Try to, clamp down on him in the lane there. Emmanuel TT gets it over. Now Bartlett looking for somebody back outside to TT. So far, shot clock not an issue. They rotate it over to Gaffney. He drives, and nice scoop up underneath Crane for the bucket, and it's 3-0.
Gaffney, a great shooter, really had good touch on that last bucket.
Martins up top, gets it back from Jenkins. Now he'll drive in, stop, kick it out. 3, no good. Rebound battled for, pulled out of there by Coppola.
Jenkins kept that thing alive. Didn't have the great position, but he was able to grab it, just out jump.
Paoli across the court to 3, no good. The miss by Jenkins. Rebound comes off to TT.
That's a look you got to hit when you get that opportunity in that corner.
Well, it was a good ball movement. They got it over to him. Down on the baseline, now back up to TT.
Similar offenses here, but not near the movement that
Dowling's
has.
constantly moving, but here they're looking more of a pick and roll too kind of deal, I think. 6 seconds, 5 on the shot clock. Gonna have to get something off. 2, throws it up with 1, and it's off. Just touched the rim, but the rebound comes off to Dowling, to Coppola. He gets it up ahead. Oh, nice look underneath, and good body movement. Paoli gets him on the board. 3-2 early going here. DT to Norris, and that is knocked out of bounds, sliding out as Paoli.
How often do you see the guy who maybe makes a little bit of the mistake and he tries to make up for it with the over hustle? That's what Paoli did right there. And, you know, that's a senior for you, out there hustling, giving it all, knowing that these limited nights are just fewer and fewer opportunities. You got to make the most of it.
Up top for 3, and the inbound high off the back of the rim by Bartlett. And here comes Dowling, a chance to take the lead with a bucket. And that one is blocked by Braunschweig Norris. And he gets it back from Smith. And now taken back the other way. Up and good. And Martins hits, and Dowling takes their first lead.
Martins committed a felony there with that pick. What a good steal.
Just quick on the jump out, saw the pass coming. Halfway through the first quarter, 1 point lead, Dowling's first lead of the game. Inside,
nice
on the block. Oh, turnaround up, reverse it around the other side. Braunschweig Norris gives the 1 point lead back to Polk. Paoli gets it poked away. Martins. Drive, spins in.
Nice
underneath
cut.
Yes, back cut there by Paoli.
Love the back door action there when you can find an opportunity. When you make that one more pass, you make it a whole lot easier.
TT gets it poked away by Martins. Josh Jolo coming in, and also Nate Jenkins coming in. Back in for Dowling. Coppola will go out. And a little off the block of the glass, but it doesn't go, and the rebound comes down to Dowling. Jenkins drives up, no good. Going high to get that one is Smith.
Crane not in position there for that rebound, just tried to oversize it, it didn't work.
TT pushes, kicks for 3, but Gaffney can't get it to go down the cylinder and out. Paoli gets it back, now looks to the cutter inside. Dowling continually running him through the lane, the guards. You got to keep moving on defense against him. Jenkins now gets it back after getting it over to Giles. And a 3 is good. Noah Martins, the first 3 of the night. And a 4-point lead now for Dowling, the biggest for either team in the early going of this quarter, or this game, I should say. Rising up for the 3 is off. No good. It came off so hard that almost caught Crane, but he was able to pull it down anyway. Martins, oh, nice look. Well, Dowling really working the angles here. 30-second timeout, so looks like Dowling, Paul, really moving the ball, back cutting on him here.
Yeah, and also it was a cut, but it was also a good pump fake on that last play. As you look at Justin Einerson there, his second year head man of the Maroons. He coached at Des Moines Lincoln before. And for the Rams, with Alan Jenkins, he's got a lot of his staff that came with him from Atlantic, where he had coached before and where he's from. His dad was a coach. You love good genetics when you're in the father's footsteps, mother's footsteps, and continuing on a legacy. You bet that Alan Jenkins has maybe been seen a game tape or two.
So a 6-point lead now for Dowling. And up top with it is Gaffney on the wing. With Bartlett now. Smith tries to drive in, kicks it back out. Halfway through the shot clock. On the drive, stops, tries to go inside, but Martin steps right in, saw that pass, goes one-on-one against TT and gets it to go. Martin's now with 7 points. Here's Dowling, stretches it out to 8.
Southeast Polk boys have got to be very careful to not fall in the trap that happened to the girls. Stop those runs right now. Dowling seems to have everything going. Here's a little more of that patient offense, but not nearly as aggressive as what the Maroons are doing. And right now, Rams have got to find some flow.
Here's Gaffney, drives in, stops, 10 on the shot clock. Bartlett gets it over on the drive and rejected, but they're going to say jump ball as Coppola got over the top of it. And the arrow pointing to Southeast Polk. Knocked away inside. Coppola.
Ronsway Norris had a nice cut there, but man, he just couldn't follow it. Man, that's
Pull-up
deadly.
Martins is hot. That's his second 3. He's got 10 points here all of a sudden. And ups the lead to 11. Well, halfway through this first quarter, they've taken off. TT bounce passes down there, and can't quite get it at the baseline.
It's right now the Maroons are in the huddle with the Rams because they've seen the offense enough. They know where those cuts are coming. At that point right there, I think TT maybe just needs to take that thing up himself. I know he was trying to be a good teammate, find that extra pass, but Dowling was there. They'd sagged off on that, made that, and disrupted that.
Keyless knocking it away. Now TT goes in there and he's double teamed and gets it knocked away.
And I think that's the shot you need too. It's just not well executed there.
Just a fraction of a second difference between the shot and the play clock here. So they can play for one and virtually give Southeast Polk nothing to work with. Paoli outside. He drives the lane, dumps it underneath, and Moore tried to go up with it, and the shot the other way was close, but no. And after one, it's 16-5 Dowling here. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on CISN. It's keyless. I was trying to think. I'd seen it
Which
earlier.
guy?
The Chevy Red Tag event is going on now here at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa. New Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 1.9% for 60 months, plus up to $87.50 off MSRP. New Chevy and GMC HDs with 5.9% for 84 months. Get a new 2025 Trailblazer starting at $339 per month. And new Chevy and GMC electric vehicles with special rates. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
And we go the second quarter. Dowling opened up an 11-point lead there off the shooting of Martins. And they start with the ball. Keyless drives in. Still going in the lane, spins back the other way. A little right-handed shot, no good. Keyless with the rebound. He gets fouled before the shot.
So I was about to say, I think if you're Southeast Polk here, Dar, you're not worried about rebounding. You've been pretty even on the rebound. It's just Dowling's had everything go in the last part of that first quarter. They just had such good looks. So you've got to disrupt it on the front end and just hope your instincts work on the block. You got to make some of these shots, got to contest some of them a little bit more on the travel.
And then a walk up by Keyless.
One possession at a time, Darts. No,
yeah,
we're not
I know.
out of
There's
the game here.
Yeah, you're right. There's no. I was just going to say, there's no hurry to get down and jack up a shot. They've been working it pretty good here, and maybe use a little bit of that size. The thing is, when you have 4 guards, though, you have 4 quick guys with quick hands usually too on defense. Lob it out there, in on the drive, spinning around. Braunschweig Norris, and it goes out of bounds to Polk. Now back in is Luke Bartlett.
Grady had to ad-lib right there. That wasn't what he wanted to do. That's a good point about the quick hands for offense is also quick hands on defense. These are like mirror images of teams right now with each other.
So far, they haven't been able to take advantage of that size that much. That time, they do. Rex Smith gets on the board for the first time here, and that's the first points for Southeast Polk in a while. Cuts the lead down to 9. Paoli with it. Spins inside. Double team, has it knocked away by TT, who came in on the timeout, or the clock stoppage, and now he comes down. And he drives up and no good. Good defense by Jenkins, who forced him to lay it up high. Look at the 3. Kick it back out. Coppola to Paoli. Here's a 3, no good. Underneath, up and good. That's Moore. I think I misidentified him as Kivas a little bit ago, but that's Moore who gets on the board.
You're not going to win many games when you give up 4 opportunities at the basket. That was a tough rebound possession for the Rams.
Turn back in Smith, and he's going to get bumped off the mark by number 0, Quincy Moore. So the first foul here, the second quarter, team foul. 1 on Polk. I think we only had 1 foul in the first quarter. Quickly into Bartlett. Drops it back to Gaffney. Oh, good cut. Down inside. And Braunschweig Norris gets his 5th point of the night. And they've cut the lead in half. 18-9.
Now you have to get a stop if you're the Rams. This is where you had the bucket, now build on it.
Martins, 1-on-1, kicks it out through the lane. Jenkins kicks it over to Paoli for 3. Good for Paoli.
That was a well-defended possession for Southeast Polk there, but man, Paoli just had a really good look at the bucket.
The payoff for Paoli, right? Pull up at the elbow, no good. Rebound comes down to Martins. And they push it a little bit, but drop it back off. Coppola over to Paoli. Skip across the top.
They're looking for Crane inside, but they haven't needed him.
Nope. There's Martins with the miss, and then a battle for the rebound.
They're going to get Gaffney.
Oh, Gaffney.
So in that possession, you had a double up. As soon as the ball went into Crane, you got 2 smaller guys trying to keep it away from him, but Crane just had the position on that board.
Gaffney will come out, his first personal. Spinning back inside, Crane has it take it away. Here's Bartlett to TT.
Boy,
he drives in.
Doubled up.
He's in motion, and he does a lot of stuff, but so far he hasn't been able to score the ball much. And there's the foul.
He does a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's a good way. I mean, that's right
It's
on.
hard to describe it. Yeah, he just spins, he drives, he shoots, he passes, and now he goes to the line. And misses that one. Man, he's 64% free throw shooter coming in.
And the reason I exhale is if you're Polk and you get that chance to get a point right now, you've only had 9. Every point matters.
Cut it down with a clock stop, but they missed that one. Second one. Ooh, he gets the high rattle and roll. And lead cut back down to 11. Had it below double digits for second, but Dowling back at it. Inside, knocked away as a triple team Crane. Here comes TT back up, dishes off. Drive the lane, right-hander, Rex Smith with the running right-hander in the lane.
Okay, so that time the Rams went a little earlier in the shot clock. They did an aggressive drive. TT maybe got bailed out there, and now they put it together again on a good defensive play. Force the turnover
right. So get some stops back to back, and they're on a mini run of their own right now.
Back to a 9-point advantage.
A 3-0 run off the one free throw in the bucket and then poked away from behind by Jenkins.
Yeah, good defense on the deny on the entry pass there. That's just textbook.
So TT will trigger it from the baseline. See if they run kind of a play. They get it out for the 3. Oh, in and out by Brunswick Norris. Here comes Dowling.
It's a good look, too.
There's a long 3, no good. TT goes high to get the rebound off the miss by Keelis. TT drives it in, stops, kicks out. Rotate it, step in, back, and spinner goes out. Got the 360 and out of there on the spin cycle. Outside another 3, back-to-back. He hits the second one, Keelis, and he's on the board.
I didn't like the first shot, but I did like that one. That one was in a much better part of the offense.
And there's a 6-point turnaround there as that 3 on the Southeast Polk end spins around and out, and Dowling comes back and pops it the other way to double them up again, 24-12. TT fakes, now drives.
There you go.
Hop, skip, and one.
Now that time he didn't get, there wasn't any help.
No.
There wasn't any backside
help. But he was
help.
more under control when he went in, and he stopped and put it up.
Coppola was left to be the lone man, the lone maroon there.
Chance now to cut it below double digits if he hits the free throw. 1 of 2 for the line so far tonight with 3 points. And that was right through.
TT was their leading scorer last year on the sophomore squad. Again, we talked about it in the girls' game. That's that sophomore to junior. It's kind of that age frame of just how are you going to develop. And like in football, Dar, we always talk about the speed of the game is so much faster. It is at the varsity level in every sport.
Keelis drives in and gets it stripped from behind by Smith. Smith gets caught up no man's land with 1 foot across, 1 over. You got to have all 3 over to get, and the ball will be over and back, but he flirted with it there. TT rises up. Boom, he hits it. TT for 3.
And now you're starting to feel a little bit better about yourself if you're the Rams. So now if
12-point lead down to 6.
If you're Dowling, you got to go back. You got to find Keelis. He's had a couple good looks. Where's Martins? He's scored a lot.
Under the bucket, kick out for 3, no good.
That's
Rebound.
A good look.
Yep, it wasn't a bad look. Brunswick Norris comes back with it. TT now, he's feeling it on the drive. Stops looking for some help. Got to get it out of there. He does. Count was up to 3 there. Now they get it back to him. 1:20 to play, first half. Polk has clawed their way back into this one. Oh, good cut. Bartlett, now backdoor cut there to Smith. Shot clock at 5 and no good. Rebound, TT picks up the loose change. Can't go. Battle for it again. Volleyballing around and...
Is it off Barjolo? It is off Barjolo. Yeah, it's off.
Dowling.
Yep, Josh Barjolo got in there, but nobody was blocking anybody out. They were all just jumping. Timeout.
Henry Gaffney comes in and a timeout. Full timeout. So let's take a break here on CISN.TV.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you have an old inefficient wood fireplace, we need to talk. Heat & Glow has some great retrofit inserts to convert that old drafty wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace. A Heat & Glow gas insert will give you high efficiency, it will give you ease of operations, and it will give you enough warmth to take the edge off a cold winter's night. For the best in gas inserts, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
There's the Dowling huddle. Just under a minute to play here in the first half. They were up 12 when Southeast Polk, the home team, has battled back to cut that down to 6. So Justin Einerson calls a timeout. Want to work the clock here a little bit, Paul. I'm thinking, don't they, and get a good shot and maybe get a 2 for 1 out of this.
A good shot is one thing, possibly, yeah. But good possession.
Yeah,
about
good possession,
the last
yeah.
4 trips down the floor, the Maroons have really kind of struggled to find a flow, and I don't know if that's a part of just after the made buckets by the Rams, or it's just what are they going to do? What are they going to go back to right here? They're back to 5 out. They go back door to Crane. Yep.
Lobs it deep to Crane.
And that's one of the fun things they've not been doing the last couple possessions is finding Crane.
So 22 on the shot clock. They get it into Crane. Now they're going to look for him again. TT stopped him for a minute. Now he's in there. Backs in. On the drive is Martins. Finds Crane off the glass and good. So just like you said, got to look for him, and that's his first points of the second quarter. Puts the lead back up to 8. And just a slight difference between the shot and the play clock here, so they will have to take a shot, but there wouldn't be much time left on if they do. 10 seconds. Hand off to Smith. Smith gets it back to TT. He drives, double clutches, doesn't go, rebound, blocked from behind. And Crane did a good job to block that from behind without getting the foul late. And it's 26-18. So Polk outscored them 13-10 there in the second quarter to climb back into this one at the half, 26-18. We'll take a break, come back, and check out the first half scoring coming up after this on CISN.TV.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
We're at halftime here at Southeast Polk. The Rams clawed back into this, had it down to 6, but trail by 8 here at the half. Dar Danielson alongside Paul Yeager. Let's take a look at the first half scoring for the visiting Maroons. Noah Martins had 10 in the first quarter. He didn't score in the second. Lucas Paoli was 7, 4 for Charlie Crane, 3 for Gio Keelis, and 2 for Quincy Moore. For the Rams, 7 points for Emmanuel Titi. He hit a 3 in the all those coming in the second quarter, I should say. 5 for Brauchway Norris, 4 for Rex Smith, and 2 for Henry Gaffney. So they're not, well, I guess Southeast Polk averages 53 and Dowling about 60. So right around where they should be, but Martin's early, 10 points in the first quarter. They didn't get in the ball, and then you said get it to Crane, and they did there. He's only got 4, averaging 12.5, their leading scorer, right behind Martin's. So
he doesn't have to score, Dar, but the ball has to go through him. The offense has to go through him. That's
because you get those 2 guys down there on him, and then you kick it back.
It opens
right?
it up. They do such a good job of passing the basketball around. The time when Dowling wasn't scoring there in the last, we'll say, minutes 4 to 2, 4 to 1 before the end of that quarter, they weren't going to Crane, and that was a difference, at least from where I'm sitting.
And TT started heating up a little bit there and made 1 of 3 free throws. They've only had, let's see, what is it? 5 fouls called in the whole game so far.
Well, and they're attacking,
but,
but it's under control. I think you talked about it. When TT is more under control, they're a better
when
offense.
They've gotten in there, they've had clean blocks on it and attacked it. So it's been an up and down matchup here, and Dowling had built a 12-point lead at one point. They had Southeast Polk cut it back down to 6, and now 8 at the half. Let's take a break. We'll do that. Be back with more after this on CISN.TV. Got to take my meds here.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Save big this month on all new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams at DeYarmouth CDJR Ames. New Jeep Wagoneers with up to $13,000 off MSRP, or get up to $16,000 off MSRP if you currently own a Ford. Brand new 2024 Ram 2500 Crew Cab 4x4 starting at only $42,990, and over 20% off on new Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4s. That's right, over 20% off. Save big here at the all-new DeYarmouth CDJR Ames.
Metro Heating and Cooling is celebrating 40 years of keeping Des Moines comfortable. To celebrate, this October we're offering $40 off one of our seasonal maintenance plans or $40 off any repair. Get your home ready for the colder months with expert care and big savings. Whether it's a quick tune-up or a much-needed fix, we've got you covered. So call Metro Heating and Cooling today to celebrate 40 years with $40 off this October. Trust the team that's been keeping you warm since 1984.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home, or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today. 10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
We're here at halftime, 26-18, Dowling over Southeast Polk. It had been a 12-point lead at one point. Dar Danielson, Paul Yeager, well, we don't get to work together that much. It's kind of different. But
I think they've long ago realized it might not be the best thing because there's not a lot of air left.
Yeah.
We take all the words and don't leave them for anybody else.
Well, and it's hard when you're used to doing play-by-play to slide into the color and try to do that and then try to give somebody who talks a lot when they're doing color to, give you time to do your play-by-play. But
I've tried to pull my comments back to 8 words or less, which is, for me, extremely hard.
I find the same thing, but it's interesting. So let's talk a little bit about the halftime locker room conversation. What are these two coaches saying here?
Easily for Dowling, to me, it's get Crane the ball. We have to go through him. If you're Polk, I think if you're Polk, you're talking a little bit more about better, crisper ball movement. You just haven't quite been able to take care of the ball. I think there's been a lot of pokeaways, a lot of disrupted possessions, and I think that's hard to have any flow.
Coach Meyer over there doing the radio, and she's got a big smile on her face. The Dowling girls came out and just went to work in a very
well. So she's standing there with Ellie Muller. I had a chance I got 10 seconds with them. I just said, hey, are you supposed to be shooting with your left hand or your right hand from the left back end? And she looked the basket. She looks down. She goes left. And then Coach Meyer says, yeah, she's supposed to be. Anytime she shoots like that, she has to do a burpee in practice. So it's obvious when you don't have a defender, you can get away with that sometimes.
Yeah.
That is, you think about a Johnston that they would face or a Prairie. Whoever is going to come out, Centennial, you have to have good,
You remember way back 1,000 years ago when you and I were young kids learning to shoot layups, and that first time you're trying to do a left layup, if you're right-handed, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And remember how awkward that, because go on your right foot, come up with your left hand, and how weird that was until you did it, over and over. But yeah, if you don't have the defender, it's okay. But if you do, using that left hand is the way to go. But anyway, we'll leave that to Coach Meyer. She's got a lot more years and wins than we have.
And here ends tonight's fundamental lesson with Dar Danielson. Yeah. He now has your third quarter as we're underway back at Southeast Polk High School.
Looks like same starters blocked away the shot by Crane. And up again, Crane causing trouble. And Dowling comes out the other way with it. Coppola pulls up over baseline Paoli.
They got down the floor in a hurry, too.
Yeah, he drives, pulls up, and put back. Nice little push over the rim by Charlie Crane. They didn't find him, but he got the cleanup there.
A little too soft. I always like to see the big man. I want to see him flush it.
And missed by TT, rebound by Paoli. Down the floor quickly. Martins looks in there trying to post up Crane. Gets it back outside for three. Off, no good. Rebound by Brownsway Norris. Gets it to TT. Emmanuel TT in there. Gaffney back to TT. Gaffney trying to post up against Martins. Backs him in. Stops and then tries to get it to Smith down the lane.
They were trying to get Crane to commit on the double there and then hope on that cut. That was a defense.
Cut it back, yeah.
But Crane kind of hedged his bet and tried to play both. When you got arms that are 6'10", you can do that.
Yeah, kind of get him so he couldn't come in and block it, and then they just threw it out the other way. They rotated around quickly. Martins drives in, double clutches and goes, and that's his first point since the first quarter when he had 10, and now Southeast Polk calls a timeout as they fall down 12 again here. We'll take a break on CISN.TV.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Say what?
There's the huddle for Southeast Polk as they're trying to figure out here. They've fallen down 12 again, as outscored a 4-0 run by Dowling to start the third quarter here. Dar Danielson, Paul Yeager. And again, the runs we talked about, they got a quick 4-0 run, so you want to remind Southeast Polk to run their offense and get a bucket here. Huh?
Yeah, first quarter is different than third quarter, and that's why Coach Jenkins quickly, after a 4-0, said, guys, what'd we talk about?
TT gets it out. 3 is off. TT's under the basket, can't get the rebound. Put back up and good by Rex Smith.
With the left hand.
Lead back down to 10 now. Inside to Crane, and he gets fouled. He's double teamed and hammered.
Because that's the other
Smith.
thing. That's the other thing. If you go through Crane and you double team him and you do just that, you get the other team in foul trouble too. I mean, that's also part of that strategy, let alone just your offense flows better.
Well, that's the second on Rex Smith. That's the most of any as he misses the first free throw. First trip to the line for Crane so far on the season, 70.6%. Pretty good, and he misses both, though.
Gaffney got a body on for that rebound, which is key. So now if you're Polk here, Dar, look to see a little more exchange there. They're doing the double exchange on each wing and hoping for a backdoor cut.
Bartlett drives in, back up to Brauswig.
Where's the cut? Where's the cut?
TT drives baseline, but he's in against the big guy, looking for somewhere to go, gets it out of there before the 3-second call.
Crane never left his feet either.
Things a little wild. They had to throw up a shot with 1 on the shot clock, and good defensive possession by Dowling.
Crane did not leave. He didn't fall for any of those moves.
No, he knew he had a shorter guy and didn't leave his feet at all. He knew he had the advantage, didn't he? Yeah. Dowling back at it with a 10-point lead. Paoli drives, spins, up, no good.
It's a good look.
Yeah. And here comes Polk again, trying to cut it back below double digits. TT drives in, back out to Smith. There's a 3, just short, and the rebound comes out to Dowling. Paoli. He'll stop and spin, drives, and he took an extra step.
Yep, got down there and he knew it. He took an extra. He was thinking, oh, I got held up and it
You're in
set
the
my
NBA,
feet.
that worked, but
You get below that block and you don't have control. You're going to have a hard time getting a good shot off. So now it's 10. You're back, get it. You need to kind of keep it in that under 1 single digits here in this third quarter.
Another shot at it here. Rex Smith gets it over to TT. Emmanuel TT looking inside. Smith in there. Turns, fades, shoots, and good. That was pretty. Rex Smith has all 4 of their points here in the second half.
Instead of driving or backing down, just the turnaround makes a difference too. Keeps the defense guessing.
And they're back to where they were at halftime. Down by 8. Up top with it, Martins. He stops and goes. Runner off the glass.
Good drive there by Noah.
He's got 14 averages, just over 12, so just a little above his average. Had 10 in the first quarter, didn't get any more till here 4 in the third. TT drives, fakes. Oh, gets the man off his feet that time and gets the bucket. Faked up Martins.
But they're not doubling him in that situation. We'll see if TT can put a couple more buckets like that. They may have to go back to that defense where they doubled up on when TT would drive.
Pull up 3 is good by Martins. He's got 7 here in this quarter, 17 for the game. Every other quarter he's been heating up here. 10 in the first, TT drives, rebound, knocked out, it'll stay with.
And And who did the knocking
Oh,
out? Martins.
Martins.
Martins was in the right spot. They were all looking at on the left side. He just boop. That's a good analysis term. You can use that one. That's
boop.
free. Boop.
Drive, Rounswig. Norris gets it back to TT. He's going to drive and has it knocked away.
Yeah, Bargiolo's game is a little different. He's not quite the double, triple, quadruple clutch. It's normally just a drive and shoot. He does have the quickness.
Rounswig Norris knocked away.
Coppola getting a good hand in there. Where it kind of jammed his hand a little bit.
Still a lot of time on the shot clock here. Bargiolo the trigger. Man, looking for somebody. Bounces into the double team. And Gaffney had to go down on the floor and somehow got that out of there. Under 3 minutes to play now, third quarter. 10 on the shot clock. Bargiolo drives. Oh, isn't going to get the end one, but he'll get 2 shots. Giovanni Keelis with the foul. Just the first team foul here in the third. And Bargiolo gets his first points of the game. And he's 63.2% free throw shooter. Chance to cut it below double digits. Gets it.
All right, if you're Southeast Polk, you're trying to keep it from becoming a three-point shooting contest here right now.
Yeah.
That's good. Force the double and drive him down. That's okay.
Yeah, but Paoli finished it off there. Lead back up to 11. Smith. 3, no good. Long rebound to Martins. Fake and Paoli drives, now kicks it back out to Keelis. No good, but right there is Paoli. Gets it back to Coppola, and he's fouled on the drive. Offense seems like it's slowed down a little bit for both sides right now. Nate Jenkins will come in for Charlie Crane, give him a little rest. So a little smaller lineup. And also Quincy Moore back in there. So maybe not so small. Driving in, spinning. Paoli gets it to go.
So that time there wasn't anybody to pass to because he went straight down the middle and he didn't waste any time. It was just good for Paoli to just go in and shoot.
And Bargioli. Back to 11. They had it down to 8 here, but just a little handoff. Jenkins out for 3. Good by Keelis. His second 3.
Didn't look like he had good balance on that shot.
No, it didn't. The shot didn't look that great going up, but it went through. There's Rex Smith. He's had 6 of the 8, or 6 of the points here in the third quarter. Excuse me, I don't know what it is.
Good assist on that one, and that was just straight up and pass. That's not a good offensive possession.
No, a good battle for the rebound there by Smith. TT drives in, the rebound put back up and good by Gaffney. His first points since the first quarter.
Rams are working really hard to just keep this thing 10 points.
Yeah, just to keep it right at that double-digit mark. They haven't been able to go on any extended runs. The only good thing is Dowling hasn't had any real long runs here either in the third. And almost turned it over. They get it back. Just a little difference between the shot and the game clock, not by much, half a second maybe. Is Paoli going to drive, dish it over for three, good! And right before the buzzer, Keyless hits another one.
Great screen and cut to make that shot happen.
Makes it 45-32 as we go to the fourth quarter. Polk again has some work to do. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this on CISN.TV.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
We go to the fourth quarter here. Dowling has extended the lead out a little bit to 13. Their biggest lead of the game. Polk had it down to 8. Oh, good drive and off the glass. Martins with it. And that gives him 19 points.
Forget this going through Charlie Crane. Just give it to Noah Martins.
And Bartlett down on the block to Gaffney and fouled.
Moore reached in right there. Oh, they called Martins on it.
Yeah, they called Martins on it.
Sure looked like Quincy went in and grabbed
Martin's
that one.
first team foul here of the fourth quarter. Good look under the bucket. Washway Norris gets his first bucket here of the second half. He's got 7. And almost a step through by Barjolo, but Dowling hangs on down the lane. Oh, nice look under the bucket. Jenkins gets his first bucket off the nice pass.
The Johnston transfer with the nice look, right place, right time. Good give back there to Barjolo. Oh, and a good pick by Martens.
Tried to throw it back out. Barjolo almost got that one. And Martins, he's just going to dribble the shot clock off. Now pulls up, short, and the rebound to Gaffney. Barjolo drives in. Now cut down the lane, up and good.
Don't put it on the floor, just shoot
Norris.
it. Yep.
Still a 13-point deficit, though. Again, Dowling let him inch back, but they haven't let him get on a big run here. And now here's where that down the lane runner is short, gets his own rebound, kicks it out. Now crossed. Pull up. Oh, how did he get that to go? Looked like he was too deep in the basket, but no, got it to go. To say another good thing with having those 4 ball handlers, when you got the lead, you move it around a lot and burn up a lot of time. Here's Bartlett inside on the block, backing in, turning back the other way, and they're going to say he traveled.
That wasn't the Euro step.
No.
That was the traveling step.
Yeah.
That
Emmanuel
is illegal
TT.
in all countries.
Charlie Crane will come back in now after getting a little rest.
So Polk's been able to score. They didn't on that possession, but they just haven't been able to stop.
Yeah.
That's the big part of this game.
And right now you got to have a few stops with your trailing. And just backing it in is
really?
Martins underneath, up and good.
The no-looker.
Dowling just been in sync now against that defense. Drive and drop by Rex Smith. Gives him 12.
And now the Rams trying to do a little full court off the make, and it's just hard to keep up with the speed.
Oh, nice little over-the-shoulder look by Martins.
For not having any points
21.
in the second quarter, he's been doing okay.
Yeah. 21 now, up, no good. Wow, that was close to being a foul, but Crane pulled it out of there. Now the pressure, and Coppola will just bring it up. Dowling in no hurry. They can take their time. Here and burn the shot clock down a little bit. Ten seconds on the shot, and stripped, and it'll go. Finally out of there. TT got the help from Bargiolo. And you see, oh, that's the no-look underneath pass on that last one by Dowling. So 30-second timeout here. Paul, what's the Southeast Polk strategy?
You got to stop. You just have to make stops. They're aggressive. They're jumping out right now when you're not wanting to attack. If you're the Maroons and you're holding it for 15 seconds, you got to start jumping, and maybe you got to start figuring out a way to double out and trap. Now, if you're Dowling, just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, again, milk it for 15 before you really have to work. You got the guy standing. Now, remember, Dowling plays tomorrow night. They do have back-to-back games.
Yeah, they play.
No, I take that back. It's the Rams who have.
They play Valley tomorrow night.
Yeah, they play. It's the Rams who have the game tomorrow night.
Yeah, they don't play till Friday, right? Yeah. Against Urbandale.
Yeah.
Urbandale's been struggling a little bit, but 38-55. Southeast Polk needs to make a little bit of a run here sometime to pull them back in. Bargiolo takes it in. It's his first two of the second half. Now they trying a little pressure, but dribbling right through it is Martins. Dowling content not to attack the basket, but to pull it out again and just bleed the clock down.
And they're not doubling, so they're just allowing them. Now it's already 15 on the shot clock. So they've run 20 seconds, and then the foul.
Gap.
So now if you're the Rams and you're going to start fouling to try to change possessions, you got a long way to go. That's
only the first team
foul of the fourth quarter.
And they've only had 6 fouls in the whole game. Yeah, so now you got to go a ways before you get into the shooting situation.
And it's a fresh 35 for Dowling.
Yeah. Martins to Coppola. Paoli.
Nice leave.
And a little high rebound, and then you got to block out and get those boards too. Jump ball will go to Polk, but good recovery there, but you can't stand around and wait for the ball. You got to go after it and crash the board a little bit here.
It's a good look for Crane. Just not sure the three from there is what you want, but big guys love to shoot.
Oh, stripped away. Good hands by Paoli. Now Martins comes up, and reaching in is Braunschweig Norris. That's just the second. They got 3 more to give now. You get 5 a quarter, and they reset every quarter. And they get it across, and now they'll just take their time. Well, I thought he was, but now he drives, and now he's in a little trouble, but he draws the foul. Does Paoli. Number 2 is TT. That's team foul 3, first on TT. And Leo Pagano in for Dowling. Oh, tried to over the shoulder again, but rebound put back up and good by Crane. His first bucket of the fourth. He has 8. Drive and off and rebound. Comes down to Coppola. They're just breaking through the pressure easily here. Under 2 minutes to play.
I don't know how, if you're the reserves for the Maroons, you practice against them if you ever try to mimic press from another team. You just cannot keep up with this Maroon squad. They just get rid of the ball so fast.
They do.
They just.
And that's the key on the press. Only a couple dribbles and then pass it.
If you even have to dribble.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even need to.
Yeah, sometimes you don't. You just pass it. If you're spread out in the right spot, which they seem to be. 17-point lead here for Dowling. Southeast Polk fell behind 16-5 after 1. They got it back down to 6 in the second quarter and then trailed. And there's a bucket by Paoli again.
Good aggressive drive.
Was that Paoli or was that Crane that hit that last bucket?
Well, that was Smith. Rex Smith hit the bucket. The one before was Paoli.
Okay.
And now we do have, substitutions on both sides for the final 70 seconds.
And I'm no math expert, but I think you got to score more points but they can here to cut this down within a minute, under a minute now. Driving little hoops. Sky hook there by Vasily. And the drive just off by Jordan Perry.
Ooh,
there's a three.
Shot.
Pagano.
Sometimes those names just jump out at you and get you.
Spin around, up and good by Ethan Bolio. Well, that's gonna do it here. 64-44. And quickly add up the scoring here for you.
19-12, Maroons win that fourth quarter. They hit bucket star when it mattered.
Yeah, they down the stretch and never let him get back, did
and
they?
The Rams just couldn't shut them out. I mean, the Maroons averaged 56 points a game, and they kind of accelerated. They had a good third quarter when they jumped out 19, and they 19 in the last two quarters. Really, the second quarter was a good one, too, for them with 26, but that's a good Dowling team.
For Dowling, 21 for Noah Martins, 15 for Paoli, 11 for Keelis, 8 for Charlie Crane, 2 for Nate Jenkins, 2 for Quincy Moore, 2 for Christian Basili, and Leo Pago, 3. Sorry, I messed your name up there, Leo. 4. Southeast Polk, 12 for Rex Smith, 9 for Brunswick Norris, 9 for TT, 6 for Barjolo, Ethan Bolio in late for 2, and 4 for Henry Gaffney. So we saw the comeback in the second quarter by Southeast Polk, but Dowling responded, and then you said they just closed it out in that fourth quarter, Paul.
Yeah, and it was, that Maroon team, I mean, they just keep getting better and better. That's a big game coming up for them here when they face Johnston later in the week, or next week, that is. Actually, it's it's the 24th. It's the Rams who play Johnston on Friday night.
Yeah.
But
and then a big game tomorrow as Southeast Polk goes over to Valley, and that'll be a tough one there. So they fall to 3-6. Dowling moves up to 7-2. on the evening. Fun doing the games with you, Paul.
Good to see
Thanks
you, Jars.
a lot. Thanks,
Fun as you.
Thanks to the entire crew here tonight. And again, check out our social media. We have lots of games this week coming up. So that's going to wrap it up here. A Dowling sweep tonight over Southeast Polk on CISN.